Hello and welcome. My name is Frances and I will be taking you through a 60-minute yoga practice today on building abdominal strength. So we'll be doing a variety of different exercises and poses today to target all three areas of our abdominals. Those three areas are our lower abdominals, which are the transverse, the center abdominals, which are the rectus, and then the side abdominals, which are the obliques. So throughout today's class, I will let you know the areas that we're focusing on. Now we're going to begin our class here, maybe sitting onto the heels or with the legs crossed, wherever you feel most comfortable. We won't be here for very long. Now let's lengthen our spine, finding good posture. So already we're using that strength of our abdominals to sit nice and tall. We can relax our shoulders, close our eyes, and start to bring focus to our breath. Breathing softly and allowing our mind to relax. Any thoughts we're holding on to, let's put them aside and take this time to connect to our mind, body, and breath. Once you feel ready, you can open your eyes. We're going to be setting up a tabletop position. So when you're ready, you can bring yourself up to your hands and knees. So here in our tabletop, we're going to have our knees right underneath our hips, hands under shoulders as we spread our fingers into our mat. Maybe find a neutral spine and draw the abdominals in. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Now here we're going to come to our pointer pose and start to warm up our core stabilizers. We're going to use those muscles a lot today to help support and stabilize our body. So let's begin as we lift our right leg, legs straight, toes pointed, hips square to the floor. Then we'll add opposite arm, left arm sweeps up as we reach straight ahead. So noticing how your core balance is today. If we like here, we can add on. We're going to draw the right knee forward and bring that left elbow in to touch knee. Then lengthen back out and extend. Moving with our breath. As we exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen and extend. Exhale. And then inhale. So continue here with your breath. And then next time we inhale, lengthen and extend, let's hold here. Keep breathing. Now let's lower hand and knee. Resetting that tabletop, neutral spine, abdominals in. We'll go to the other side. Let's lift our left leg, legs straight, toes pointed, hips square. Then we can add opposite arm, right arm sweeps up, reach straight ahead. So notice how your core balance compares on this side. Your choice to stay here or add on if we need more. We draw the left knee forward, bring that right elbow in to touch knee, and lengthen back out and extend. With our breath, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen and extend. Exhale, and then inhale. Once again, continue here with your breath. Already start to feel that core center warming up. Now next time we inhale, lengthen and extend. Let's hold here. let's lower hand and knee. We're going to do that one more time for each side. Let's lift right leg and left arm. If adding on, draw that right knee forward, bring left elbow to touch knee, and lengthen back out and extend. With our breath, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen and extend. And the next time we inhale, lengthen and extend, let's hold here. And let's lower hand and knee. Other side, lift left leg and right arm. If adding on, let's draw that left knee forward, right elbow in to touch knee, then lengthen back out and extend. With our breath, exhale, elbow to knee, inhale, lengthen and extend. Exhale, and then inhale. And the next time we inhale, lengthen and extend, let's hold here. Now let's lower hand and knee. We're going to set up for plank. Bring the hands right to the front of your mat. Still shoulder distance apart as we spread our fingers. Keep the abdominals in, bring the chest forward so wrist, elbows, and shoulders are in line. And we'll curl our toes into our mat, lift our knees. From plank, let's push the buttocks back to downward dog. We're going to move now into our sun salutations as we continue to warm up our body and getting our blood circulating. So at the end for our next exhalation, let's come up onto our toes. Bend the knees, look between the hands, and step the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine, side forward. Inhale, flat back, we'll lift our tailbone, heart and chin. And then exhale forward, bend the knees as much as needed as we set our hands for plank. Let's step back to our plank, draw the abdominals in and lower to the knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Keep those elbows in as they bend, come all the way down and curl toes. Inhale the cobra, elbows stay in, squeeze the glutes. Now let's curl our toes into our mat, draw the abdominals in as we push back to downward dog. Here we tilt our tailbone up towards the ceiling and continue to push the buttocks back. And at the end of our next exhalation, let's come up onto our toes. Bend the knees, look between the hands, and step the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine, side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands into mat. Either step or we have the option to hop back to plank. You decide. Make it lower to the knees, or for more, stay on the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Once again, let's come all the way down, uncurl toes. Inhale to cobra. Unless your spine feels ready, come to upward dog. Keep pushing through the hands. Engage the legs, push through the tops of our feet as we lift our lower body up off our mat. Now let's curl our toes into our mat and push back to downward dog. Here we spread our fingers, firmly press them down into our mat, and nod our chin in towards our chest. And at the end of our next exhalation, let's come up onto our toes. Bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands into mat. Either step or hop back to plank. Knees or toes, exhale, chaturanga. If we are coming to upward dog, you have the option to take it halfway down, stay hovered on curl toes, then inhale, upward dog. Open the chest, shoulders down and back. Now let's curl our toes into our mat and push back to downward dog. So we can start to acknowledge how our body's feeling today. Making sure to listen to our body. If we ever need to rest, we can sit back in a child's pose. At the end of our next exhalation, let's come up onto our toes. Bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands into mat. Either step or hop back to plank. Knees or toes, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now we're going to be coming into a side plank. So inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, draw the abdominals in. To begin with, we can lower to the knees. The right hand's going to stay grounded, and we're going to open up the left side. Reach that left arm up straight above the shoulder as we spread our fingers and look up at our thumb. So in these side planks, we strengthen the side abdominals, obliques. Now let's exhale it down, lower arm, come back forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now once again, let's inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, draw the abdominals in. Once again, to begin with, we lower to the knees. This time, the left hand stays grounded as we open up right side. Reach that right arm up straight above the shoulder as we spread our fingers and look up at our thumb. Now let's exhale it down, lower arm, come back forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So we start to feel now that greater warmth building in our body. At the end of our next exhalation, let's come up onto our toes. Bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands into mat. Either step or hop back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then to side plank. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, draw the abdominals in. Now, just like before, you can lower to the knees. If we need more, then we can stay on the toes. Right hand grounded, open up left side. So you're rolling right onto the edges of your feet, keep them flexed. We'll reach that left arm up as we spread our fingers, lift our hips, and look up at our thumb. Then exhale it down, lower arm, come back forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, abdominals in. Knees or toes, the choice is yours. Left hand stays grounded as we open up right side. Reach the right arm up, spread our fingers, lift our hips, look up at our thumb. Then exhale, look down, lower arm, come back forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And at the end for our next exhalation, let's come up onto our toes. Bend the knees, either step or hump the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. One more time. Exhale, spine side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands into mat. Either step or hop back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, abdominals in. Knees or toes, right hand grounded, open up left side. Reach that left arm up, spread our fingers, lift our hips, look up at our thumb. Now the last level, if we need a lot more, we're gonna lift the top leg. Lower the top leg. Let's exhale, look down, come back forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, abdominals in. Knees or toes, left hand grounded, open up right side. Reach the right arm up, spread our fingers, lift our hips, look up at our thumb. And if we need a lot more, we lift the top leg. Then lower the top leg. Exhale, look down. Lower arm, come back forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And at the end of our next exhalation, let's come up onto our toes. Bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together, gaze happy thumbs. Exhale, mounting thumbs. Now we're going to be moving into our standing poses. If you're building quite a bit of a sweat, stop at any point if you need to. You can always pause this video and grab some water. Now with our standing poses, we begin with balance work. So those core stabilizers that we warmed up earlier, we're going to put them to use now as we come to diver's pose, followed by star. So as we set up for diver's pose, the center of our mat, you can have our feet together, standing tall, abdominals in, glutes engaged. Arms open out, straight line, shoulder height. Now here we're going to lift our heels up off our mat, but we're not going for height, just lift them about an inch. See how our balance is here. Always maintaining a nice long spine. Now for more, you're going to tip from your hips, so your pelvis is going to tilt forward, avoid any rounding of the back. We know we're going too far if we start to round. So maintaining a nice long spine, nice long neck here. And we stay focused, which helps us with our balance. So feeling that work in through the center and lower abdominals. See how those muscles are responding today. Definitely bound to find one area stronger than the other. All areas will be worked today. All areas will be getting stronger. Now let's lower the heels down and hinge back up. Coming into star, lift the arms to a V, turn your palms to face forward, spread the fingers, chest open. We're gonna keep the right foot grounded and extend the left leg out to the side. Legs straight, toes pointed. I'd like to create more work for the side abdominals. We're gonna lean slightly to the right side, not too far, just a bit. So continue to reaching open. Come back up, lower foot, and then arms. Back into our diver's pose, feet together. Standing tall, abdominals in, glutes engaged. Arms open back out, straight line, shoulder height. Let's lift the heels, surround the balls of our feet. And if going further, we tip from our hips. Leaning towards a flat back. We have that flexibility in our hamstrings today to do that. If they're feeling rather tight, we might need to stay up a little further. Let's lower the heels back down and we'll hinge back up. To our star, arms lift to that V. Turn your palms to face forward. Spread your fingers, open your chest. So this time left foot stays grounded. We'll extend the right leg out to the side. Legs straight, toes pointed. If we have our balance and need a bit more, we're gonna tilt slightly to the left side. Let's come back up, lower foot, and then arms. Coming now to right angle. We're going to be taking the feet open wide. So if you're very tall, use the full length of your mat. We'll turn the right toes, pointing to the right side, and we'll keep the left toes pointing straight ahead. That left leg stays straight and strong. Bend the right knee, sink into our lunge, where we aim to get the leg into a 90-degree angle. Now abdominals engage as we gently allow that left forearm to rest on left thigh. Try not to lean too much weight. Let your abdominals hold you here. So we open our chest and sweep the left arm up alongside our ear. Create that straight line and reach out through the fingertips. You'll stretch through the side abdominals. Now if we like more work for the abdominals, feeling really strong in the lower body to support, we can extend the left arm as well. Let's open our chest, reach out through the fingers. Now if both arms are extended, bring that left forearm back onto left thigh. And with the strength of our legs, let's come back up from that lunge. Release the arm down. Other side. Pivot your right foot in. Turn your left toes. Point to the left side. So we're going to keep that right leg straight and strong. Bend the left knee. Sink into our lunge. With those abdominals engaged, we'll bring that right forearm just gently onto right thigh. Open your chest and sweep the right arm up alongside our ear. And straight line, reach through the fingertips. Feel that stretch, but also feel that work. We need more, and we're going to extend that right arm up alongside our ear as well. Keep revolving the chest open, and stay on that angle. Really feeling that work into the side abdominals. Both arms are extended. Bring that left forearm back onto left thigh. And with our strength, let's come back up from that lunge and release the arm down. We're going to pivot that left foot back in, and we're going to bring our feet back in together. Now we're going to work on our standing balance once again. This is going to be a little bit more challenging because we're going to be balancing on one foot longer than we did before. We're going to be coming into airplane, followed by floating half moon, and then coming back into airplane and taking it into our standing splits. So here, let's begin. Stay on your mat, or if you need to, you can always bring yourself to the floor onto a firmer surface. So with our abdominals engaged, right foot grounded, arms open out, straight line, shoulder height. We're going to extend the left leg behind, legs straight, toes pointed, hips square. Now if more is needed, we're going to tip from the hips. So we aim to bring our body parallel to the floor. Now taking this into our floating half moon, keep that right foot where it is and revolve open to the left side of the room as we open our hips and chest. Arms in a straight line as right fingers reach towards the floor without touching down, and left fingers reach up to the ceiling. Making our way back to airplane, squaring off the hips. Continue to hold here. As mentioned, you're going to feel all core muscles working in many of our poses today. So feel your glutes, feel your back and shoulders. And as we take this now into our standing splits, let's hinge forward. See if you're able to bring your fingers down to your mat. If needed, you can always use yoga blocks underneath the hands. Or maybe we're more flexible, getting the full hands down to our mat, and you can lift that left leg up higher. Now see how our balance is feeling here, our strength. Want to have some fun with this? We can extend the right arm out to the side, and maybe extending the left arm. Keep pulling that belly in tight. Now let's bring both hands back down, and nice and easy, you can lower that left leg, both feet into our mat, bend the knees, and bring yourself back up to standing. Oh boy, not only the abs, but we feel those glutes. We're going to do the same thing now on the other side. So keep those abdominals in, and then here, left foot grounded. We'll extend the arms out to that straight line, shoulder height. Let's extend the right leg behind, legs straight, toes pointed, hips square. More is needed, tip from the hips, and come parallel to the floor. Now taking this into floating half moon, keep that left foot where it is and revolve open to the right side of the room. Open our hips and chest. Arms in that straight line. Left fingers reach towards the floor without touching down. Right fingers reach up to the ceiling. Now making our way back to airplane, squaring off the hips. Find balance, hold here. Now taking this into our standing splits. Let's hinge forward from those hips. So you can get those finger pads down to the floor. Using blocks if you have those handy. And maybe getting full hands grounded. Wherever you are today, that's perfectly fine. But see if you can lift that right leg up higher. And if we want to challenge that core balance a bit more, maybe we're going to extend the left arm out to the side. Or maybe both arms. Keep squeezing that tummy in. And keep breathing. Bringing those hands back down. Like nice and easy, lower that right leg. And let's bend the knees and bring ourselves back up to standing. Woo, shake those legs out. We're now going to come back to our mounting pose. So let's come right to the front of our mat, feet together, lengthen our body, lift our heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands sink to mat. Either step or hop back to plank. Now let's lower down to the knees. We're going to be setting up for a hover. So coming into a hover, we bring ourselves down to the forearms. Now from down here, we're going to interlace the fingers, push palms together, and have those shoulders, or those elbows shoulder distance apart, so we can come forward and have those shoulders over the elbows. Now see how you feel with this. Don't let the head drop. Head stays up, looking at your knuckles. If we like more, knees can walk further back, but the chest needs to stay forward. Thighs are up off our mat, belly in tight. If we need a lot more, we're going to curl the toes, lift the knees. If you're on the toes, then you need to squeeze your glutes, push the heels back. Keep pushing through fist forms and elbows so we don't collapse. We're lifting up here. Holding here for 40 seconds. But we're almost already halfway there. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's lower the body down, uncurl the toes, and release the fingers. Now here we're going to move into some side abdominal work. So we're going to be bringing ourselves onto the side of the body. And then that bottom arm is going to open out just tight here. Have your palm face up towards the ceiling. We're going to position ourselves just onto the side of the glute. So we're just off of the side of the hip. And then other hand, fingers to temples. Now we draw the abdominals in. As we move with our breath, we flex our feet. On the exhale, we're going to lift up and bring our elbow to knee. Then as we inhale, extend the leg, lower it down. So we exhale, come up. And then we inhale, lower. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. So notice how the side of my waistline is lifting up off my mat. See if you can lift as well. And if we need a bit more, there's the option of adding both legs, both knees draw in, and then both legs extend out. Exhale in, inhale out. That's too much, just simply stay with the first option today. You'll build up that strength over time and start to feel those muscles getting stronger. And then eventually we might need this option. It's not easy. I might be making it look easy, but it's not. I'm feeling that. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And once we lower, we're going to roll back to our belly and set up again for that hover. Hovers are great to build that core strength. So here we interlace the fingers, palms together, elbows shoulder distance apart, abs in, push through the knees and lift up here. See how you feel with this. If we do need more, curl the toes, lift the knees, but we don't want to raise up here. This is where we come when we don't want to build abdominal strength. This is where we need to be when we do. We also don't want to collapse down. Could be a sign that you're letting your abdominals go, and you're going to feel a lot of discomfort in the lower back if you do that. So maintain that straight line, even if it needs to be from the knees. Keep holding in that hover. Keep breathing. 40 seconds, just like before. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Let's lower down, uncurl the toes, and release the fingers. All right, back into that side abdominal work. But this time we're going to go to the other side. So let's make our way up here. Swing those legs around, and then we come back down. All right, so that bottom arm extends out, palm faces up to the ceiling. Other hand, fingers to temples. And if you're leaning forward, lean just slightly back. So again, you're on the side of your glute here. It's going to be a more comfortable position. And with our feet flexed. On the exhale, let's lift up with that first option, knee to elbow, and then inhale, lower. Exhale up, and then inhale, lower. So we don't want to pull on our head here. Just simply have your fingers touching your temple. Again, see if we can lift the side of our waistline up off our mat. And then that option, if we need more, both legs together. Exhale up, and then inhale, lower. And when those legs extend out, see if you don't, what happens if you don't let them lower all the way down. Let them hover as they extend out. Create a little bit more work that way for the obliques. Now let's do 2 more. Last one. And when we lower down, fingers can release from temples. We're going to roll back to our belly here and come to that hover one last time. So fingers interlaced, elbows shoulder width apart, abs in, press through those knees and lift up. And if we need more, curl the toes, lift the knees, squeeze those glutes nice and strong, chin is up. 40 seconds, last time here with our hover. Feel that strength you hold here in your body. Stronger mind and body we are building today. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Lower it down. Uncurl the toes. Release the fingers. We're going to come to child's pose. So hands to mat under shoulders. Let's press through the hands and knees as we push the buttocks back. So big toes together, knees nice and wide. Let's sit back to the heels and rest our forehead down to our mat. We'll close our eyes, relax and restore. Time you can open your eyes, lift your forehead. You can walk the hands in towards us as we come up to sitting onto the heels. Now everything else is down on our back, so we can get off our heels here. Slide the legs forward, and let's use your abdominal strength to roll down to our back. So we'll bring ourselves a bit closer to the front of our mat so we have room behind us. Let's bend our knees, draw the belly in, reach the arms ahead, and rounding the spine as we slowly roll all the way down to our back. Last thing to lower will be the back of our head. And once it does, let's keep those abdominals engaged. You can keep your knees bent. We're going to be coming into cross crawl. Now with this abdominal exercise, it's going to target all 3 areas at the same time. So we'll come up to the balls of our feet, drawing that belly in towards spine, fingers to temples, elbows open out wide. Now we're going to take the first few slow, getting familiar here with the movement. So on the exhale, we're going to lift up and bring that right shoulder to left knee, pulling that knee in, and then we're going to inhale, lower down, and then exhale, switch. Left shoulder to right knee, and then inhale, lower. Exhale up, inhale, lower. Exhale up, inhale, lower. So that diagonal movement is what's working those side abdominals. So really feel that twist. And as we're pulling that knee in, working those lower abdominals. And as we're lifting up the upper back and head, working the center abdominals. Now you have a choice if you like to stay with this speed. If we'd like to speed it up, check it out. We twist, 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 twist. Still getting those toes to tap down, still drawing that knee in towards chest. Elbows nice and wide. Pelvis is stable. And if we still would like a bit more, option to add an alternating leg extension. Now we're going to take this option, make sure your pelvis is still stable, not that it's rocking to the side. Feel that full extension of the leg and the knee draws in. Keep breathing. And let's twist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Lower your back and head down. Lower your feet. Hands can release. Arms at your sides. Woo, we can finally relax your abdominals. We're going to give them a nice stretch. So coming into a back bend, this will stretch your lower and center abdominals. We have 2 options, bridge or wheel. But let's start with bridge and see how that feels. Feet are into our mat, hip distance apart, Ankles in line with knees, toes point straight ahead. We squeeze the buttocks, push through the feet and lift our pelvis up towards the ceiling as far as we can. And for that full bridge, we slide arms in, interlace the fingers, arms are straight, squeeze shoulder blades together. So we're coming right up to the upper arms and shoulders. The upper back comes up off our mat. So here we can lift our pelvis up higher and deepen that stretch. Nice opening for the front of the body. Now if this is your edge, you're going to stay with bridge. For those of you that prefer to come into wheel instead, you can come down from that bridge. Set your hands into your mat alongside your elbows up. So hands and feet need to be firmly grounded. Elbows up to the ceiling. Squeeze your buttocks, push through the hands and feet. You know, start if needed by coming up onto the top of your head. Then when you feel ready, we're going to push all the way up into that wheel. You can stretch your throat, look down between the palms of your hands. And if we decide to come to wheel, when you do come down, make sure it's slowly and safely on top of the head. Then pitch it in, lower your back, and head down. And if we're in bridge, you can release the fingers, untuck the upper arms and shoulders, and slowly roll it down. And once we come down, we'll draw our knees to chest. Let's hug the knees in. Rock from side to side. Massaging our lower back. Then we're going to be coming into banana, which will stretch the side abdominals. Let's lower our feet down to our mat, slide the legs forward. Arms are going to reach above our head, and see if we're able to take the hands and hold on to opposite elbows. But if we're feeling rather tight in the shoulders, we can grab a hold of forearms or hands instead. See what's working best for your body. With those legs straight, we're going to take the right leg, cross it over the left. Now you're going to keep the buttocks down where it is. And we're going to lift the legs up and take them over to the left side. And then here we'll lift the torso up and take it over towards the left side. So our body makes the shape of a banana. As we start to relax here, we'll feel that stretching opening along the right side of the body. Bring the torso back to center. And we'll bring the legs back to center. And cross the left leg, or right leg, and then cross over the left. And with the arms, switch the arm that's on top. Now we're going to lift the legs up, take them over to the right side. And lift the torso up as we take that over towards the right side. Once we settle in, we can relax and feel that stretching opening along the left side of her body. torso back to center. And we'll bring the legs back to center. We'll cross the left leg. Hands can release. Fold the arms down to our sides. We'll slide the legs a bit further apart. Cross shoulders down from our ears. Palms of our hands gaze up. Slowly rock our head from side to side. Gentle massage to the back of our head. And releasing any tension through our neck. Back to center. As we move now into our relaxation and meditation. So you can close your eyes. Soften your eyelids. And relax your jaw. Lips gently seal. Tongue resting gently on the palate of our mouth. Soften all the muscles of your face. Start to scan your body. From the tips of your toes, all the way up through the crown of your head. Notice an areas you're holding on to. And now letting go. Allow your mind to relax. Any thoughts you're still holding on to, put them aside. And focus on your breath. Allow your mind and body to experience complete relaxation. And for any healing that needs to take place, to happy now. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Time, you can slowly draw your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees into your heart and give yourself a great big hug for taking the time to honor your mind, body, and spirit. And keeping your eyes closed, you can roll over to your favorite side into a fetal position. In your time, you can slowly make your way up to sitting. Where we can cross our legs, bring hands on knees, palms gaze up. Lengthen our spine and allow our heart to lift. And acknowledge the change in our mind and body. Filled now with positive energy to take with us and to share that positive energy with others. Now let's end with a deep inhale. Sweep our arms above our head. Bring palms together and draw them down to our heart center. The divine in me honors the divine in you. May there be peace in your hearts and the world around you. Namaste. And thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you back here soon. Bye for now.